Hello all and welcome back to High Ridge Farm with me, the Walrus. We're now in our final week, completely and utterly, of Stardew Valley's harvest season, the fall season. Now, it's a wonderful joy as we've got lots of stuff that we need to do. We've now just learned the solar panel after shipping out all that taro root in the last week, which is fantastic because that was causing me issues because it was just taking forever to do, but at least we now have that done. We've got a few things to process here at the moment. Part of it is going to be the final harvests of crops, as of course we'll be entering into the winter season, which means nothing grows other than the winter forageables. And, well, as lovely as winter forageables are, they're not anything I need to worry too much about when it comes to large quantities of space and such. But that does mean that I now have the advantage that I can reorganize the layout of the farm. So I'm going to try and build a couple of buildings during the winter season and reorganize the general layout of what's going where and how I'm going to do things. So if anyone's got any particular tips or tricks that they've used on the mountainous farm like I am here, please leave them below, because I'm always more than happy to read through comments and suggestions, as it does always improve what I'm doing. Now, one of the things that I have learned is that, unfortunately, since that I have Game Pass, I found out that I can play Stardew Valley on my phone, which has, although I could play that on my phone anyway previously, because there is the phone version of the game, actually having the Xbox version of it as well means that I can play my farm with my friends that I currently play on, which is just very silly whilst I'm at work. Not a good thing, believe me, because it means I can just sit there in my office when it's very quiet and there's nothing else to do, or on my lunch break, which is the more appropriate time to be doing it. But I can send a message to friends who might be at home during the day and just be like, guys, Stardew? So it's been very dangerous, I'm afraid. Very, very dangerous to me. Okay, and as you can see, I've got quite a few more bits of starfruit that needs to be planted. I'm hoping that I can get more ancient fruit seeds as we go, because of course that's something, shockingly enough, I would like more of, as a greater number of ancient fruits means that's, well, more money coming in more than anything. Of course, I'm going to have to go and visit Clint today, because of course, as you can see, I've got the golden coconuts that need cracking open, and I've probably got a couple of geodes lying around that could use a good smack, which will be easy enough. Now, of course, there's not much point in replanting any more pumpkins now, considering the time of year. As, of course, once planted, well, yeah, they're going to just not grow in time. So, one of the things that I am going to do is figure out what I could grow, which, to be fair, is some wheat, because it only takes 4 days to grow. But I might just leave areas barren, because, as I said, I'm going to be organising stuff thoroughly anyway. Now, of course, I do have enough hay now, as I've checked recently, as I now have the extra silo set up, ready to go. Because, of course, that was one of the things that I was actually concerned about, is I didn't actually have enough silo space for all of the hay for the winter season. And yes, I could go and get some more and just purchase it, but considering that Marnie has a worse work ethic than, well, some of my friends do, yeah, I thought it would be a better idea to be fully stocked up and prepared myself. I enjoy how she says, oh yeah, we're open from these hours, and then she's just not in the shop for like 2 or 3 days a week, which is, as I joke, awful work ethic. So I am going to, of course, harvest all of the remaining grass here as well to make sure that I have everything I need. And we're still in 9:20, so we've still got plenty of time for the morning to actually get stuff done, which is kind of what I'm after. To get all the things harvested, get all the things ready, visit the animals, not really poke them in the ribs, but, you know, just get them all organised and stuff being done. And that's, you know, the main thing we've got there. It's what needs to happen. Righty, there we go. So, of course, as we can see, Robin is also making me another coop, because I do need one, and I think it'll be quite helpful generally to have, as then I can use it as a... well, I need a couple more chickens, because I'm realising that I haven't actually shipped out the small eggs, because I just turned them straight into mayonnaise, which means that they're missing from my completion. So I've got to do that, and hopefully I will get a blue chicken now that I've done the that part of the friendship with Shane, because that'll be really cool. And having blue chickens is kind of cute, so that's a thing. And I might sell a couple of the other chickens as it is, just to get rid of them and start again. But what I probably should do is pop one of the white eggs, one of the brown eggs in a in one of the hatching the incubators, so that I can end up with the appropriate coloured chickens to lay the small eggs that I need, and that would probably be quite sensible. So, of course, one of the things that we also do need to do as well at the moment is organise how we're going to lay out some more of the cellar. So it's quite a large area expanse down there, and it needs organising, which would be prudent, as I know that there are ways of squeezing even more of the aging kegs in there as possible. But we're going to be coming up to the point when we should actually start being able to get some of the aged wine now up to like the iridium quality, which would be great, as that'll be absolutely fantastic, as that'll give me the quantity of very valuable material that I'm really after. And I know selling them will be a big boost to my financial status. I could probably start selling some of the wine that I just generally have, and I probably should do, as I produce wine faster than I can, well, age it. Because wine aging takes 2 months, so we're looking at 56 days, because I can do maths. Yeah, so we're looking at 56 days to age it, whereas it only takes 7 to make some wine. So it's a bit of a mixed bag on that one. Okay, so wow, out of an artifact showed some glass shards. Yay. Just what I always wanted. I think that was actually the first artifact I donated to the museum. Okay, well, I've got a bunch of fossilized skulls. Cool, I guess. Not very helpful, but cool nonetheless. Well, what else are we going to do? Okay. So, tropical fish or dust spirit? I can't remember which one I've done before, so let's do the tropical fish, because I've not really done that one before. Like in playthroughs in the past. I can't remember if I've done the one for... No, I have done the bug meat one for Willy. I don't know if that has the same end result for it, but we'll soon see. Because, my god, that little cutscene was... ugh, disgusting. Just that quivering pile of bug meat was horrible. But like, where did the bones come from? Because bugs don't have bones. Just grim. Ugh. Okay, so I still need to get a prismatic shard, ancient fruit, silver quality wine. I must have one of those in one of the barrels. I could probably actually hoik one out and add that to it. And the caviar. Now, the caviar is probably going to be the next easiest one, because that's why I deliberately have some sturgeon, as they give you caviar. No, sturgeon roe, which then allows you to make caviar from it, because duh. So, lionfish, blue discus, and stingray. Okay, well, they're actually not too hard. The stingrays, you can only catch them in the pirate cavern, which conveniently I now have access to. The lionfish, I believe they are just off of the south of the island, either in the half near the farm or off the beach. And the blue discus are in the quarry type bit, the bone fossil area. So not too bad. I should be able to get those pretty quickly. And I know that not everybody enjoys watching me fish, but it needs to be done. Because I want to get this reward. Thank you very much. So, we're back on the island, and I'm going to pan for some shinies. Lucky ring, copper ore, and a diamond. Cool. Ah, hello, Gus. That's kind of cute. I'm trying to think, if I was going to make a purple cocktail... I mean, one of the ones that I do sell on a regular basis is, it's called a Chimera. And it uses blue curacao, vodka, and cherry sours, along with a blue raspberry lemonade. And it comes out a purpley blue colour. It's quite cute. Essentially, the bar I work in my evening job, because I'm a madman and have 2 jobs, they have quite a selection of unusual things on their soda gun. Such as, I mean, you've got your standard fare, your lemonade and your Coke. We've got mango. Mango, like fizzy mango, not so carbonated mango, like a soda. That's the word I was looking for. Ginger beer, energy drink, blue raspberry lemonade, orangeade. So essentially you have like knockoff Fanta on a gun. It's great. And it's just because we make so many different cocktails. So it's one of the things that I'm very keen on doing is I would very much enjoy if there was a cocktail thing. You know, I might have to have a look as well if there's like a cute, cozy game about making cocktails, because that would kind of fit me to a T, I think. But I do also know that the bar I work in is keen on using my knowledge in some of our silly advertising TikTok side of things that will be coming out soon. So I will probably put a link to those when they get done. I will freely admit I don't actually use TikTok. I feel a bit old for it. But so this will be my very first foray into the madness that it is. So we'll see how well that goes. But anyway, moving aside on that one. So I need to catch a bunch of the lionfish and the blue discus and the stingrays. So this is hopefully a lionfish. One can only hope, I think, is the short answer to that one. So we'll catch this here and go from there. Come on, get caught. Get caught. Come on. There we go. So, not too bad. Now, of course, being that it's only it's 10 past 3, so depending on what sort of time we're looking at, I will essentially just ditch the island and head on home. Now that I've got the totem pole, the obelisk, not totem pole, the obelisk of teleportation back to the farm, I feel a lot more, not safe, but more confident in my ability to return to the farm if I need to, more quickly. And in the same way, I can sleep here overnight and just teleport back to the farm in the morning. So it's not as bad, thankfully, whereas previously it would have been a bit more of a faff if I hadn't had the opportunity to actually get myself back to the farm. Now, of course, one of the other things I do really want to do as well before the end of the year in the winter season is try to improve everybody's friendship with me. Now, I've got a reasonable level of friendship with most of the inhabitants. It's just... oh goodness, what is the name of the young boy on the Ginger Island? Well, him I don't have a particularly good friendship with because I barely see him because he is a little bit out of the way in an area that I don't tend to visit. So that's that. And one of the things I think I probably should do is while I'm here is actually go and see if I can visit Mr. Key. And then I could actually grab a few things from him, which would be kind of helpful because a couple of recipes to, well, the schematics to make the sprinkler systems would be quite improved. That'd be quite helpful, but we'll soon see, won't we? But anyway, right, so we have more fish to catch. Let's see if we can actually get one. Yes, because yes, I shocking enough really want some more fish. That'd be helpful. Come on. Get caught. That's another one. One more to go. Come on. Here we go. Nope, some trash. Because if I can catch the last of the lionfish, at least that'll mean I'll have, well, all the ones I need. The other thing that annoys me as well is I know I need to sort of work this area for artifact spots because I want the last snake vertebrae. But I haven't seen one pop up for ages, which is really disappointing. The sooner the better one does, though, the better, really. Well, the sooner I can find it, the better, really. Come on, stupid snake skulls. I don't want the skulls. I want the blasted vertebrae, which I don't believe you can catch. But I actually want just a lionfish, if on the catching side, because that's what I'm looking for. Come on. Get in the net. There we go. Right, well, we've got the other one now. Cool. Let's leave it there for a second. I might even find an artifact spot while I'm rampaging around this part of the island. As you can see, I was just digging up random bits previously in the week, so not the end of the world. Well, let's just murder these slimes because I can, and slime death is a thing. I need to build the slime hutch at some point because I know that the slime eggs are reasonably valuable. It's just a shame that I didn't really ever build one before because, you know, they're kind of interesting. It's one of the things, like, I'm aware that they do have their advantages, the slime hutches, but it's just something I've never really looked into using. And I think now I should give it a go, because I've never done it before. Now here I'm going to try and catch the blue discus. And that's going to be not impossible to do, just a little bit more of a faff. Because they're not going to be particularly good quality. Which might sound really silly, and as a general thing. But the quality of the fish, of course, is based upon how far away you can cast from the land. Being that this is a river, it's quite close to the land, so it means they're going to be very low quality. Not the end of the world, just a little bit annoying. Because, you know, I'd like to make the most money I can out of them. And that's always good. Okay. Come on. Get caught, you little swine. That's what I need. I need you to get caught, please. Ho, 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 hum, hum, ho, hum, ho, hum. The only issue is I've got, well, coal. That's nice. Not the world's most useful thing, I guess. But, you know, would quite like to have some more useful stuff, like, you know, the fish that I'm trying to catch. I guess that's the thing, is I want to try and get more of the fish and just get that done. Well, oh well. Right, come on. Get caught. Please get in the net. I mean, that would be a fun way of doing it, wouldn't it? Come on. Get caught, you little swine. Come on. 2 more blue discus. Ugh. Well, it's only 8:20. I was a little bit concerned because, of course, it gets darker and it makes it, you know, give you that, oh dear, I better get home. But thankfully not the end of the world. And go from there. Come on. Now let's see. Come on, fishy. There we go. So we've got a blue discus. And I need one more, I think. Just the one. Maybe. Here we go. Here we go, little grotty. Fantastic. There we go. Okay, so we've got some mushrooms. And that's important, of course. Because the mushrooms are not really, you know, the be-all and end-all. But it's extra value. And considering today is not going to be a particularly profitable day, I don't think, because I don't think I really sold that much in the way of the harvest, because there wasn't really any... Well, there were a few pumpkins, but not much. And as you can see, I still need that one snake vertebrae. One more cursed snake vertebrae. As soon as I can get it, we're golden. And that's what we need. Really. But oh well. It would be nice. Now, okay, so we're going to try and catch a few fish in the Pirate Cove, which is where you can get the stingray, if memory serves. And that's kind of what I need. Is that final stingray gives me, well, I say final. The stingray is the final of the fish that I need, and once I've got 5 of them, hooray! Then we're golden. Which would be good. Okay. Well, I do want to try this darts game because, you know, I'm terrible at darts in real life. And I appear to be throwing birds. Not actual darts, which is somewhat alarming. Oh well. Well, let's see if I can get like at least one triple 20 because, you know, a good 60 points. That's nice and helpful. We're getting there slowly but surely, chipping it away. Oh. Oh, wow, that was 3 whole points. Powerful stuff. C'est la vie. Come on, let's try it again. Let me see. Oh, I think I'm going to miss with that one. Yeah, missed completely. That's terrible. Oh, well. Let's see if I can get a little bit closer to the 20. There we go. One more to go. Only 23 points. So let's go 20. Right, so we can either go for a 3 or a triple 1. Let's go with a 3. Oh, no, that's going to be a 9. Yep, whoops. It's not what I wanted. No, that's going to... I hit the 17. Curses. Come on, one more shot. Well, I've still got 6 more shots, but... still. I would like to actually get what I want. Thank you very much. There we go. 3 points. I have done a win. Fantabby doozy. Now, I mean, that's an interesting tale, I'll give you that, mate. I also call shenanigans, but fair enough. It's very much the you do you, champ. C'est la vie. Okay, so that's... And you're a well-dressed pirate. No... Fair enough. Not convincing enough. Did he say there's... Palms? Palm oil, mate. It's worth loads of money. It's not very, it's not a scrupulous business. It's very, very unscrupulous, to be fair, actually. Also, you don't hear very people say a business is scrupulous very often, do you? Oh, goodness gracious. These swines are actually quite hard to catch. Okay. That's going to be annoying. Not the end of the world, but we'll give it a go. Come on. Get caught. Okay, driftwood. Just what I wanted. Yay. I don't think I've ever not wanted something more because, you know, driftwood. I mean, you can turn it into wood, and yes, I could always use a bit more wood, but at the same time, I have quite a lot of capability of getting wood. Because I've got... what's the words? I have seeds, so I could grow trees and get them going. And even during the winter, although I don't think trees grow during the winter, but I can use the tree fertilizer on them and essentially go from there. Because, yeah. that would allow me to essentially speed grow them, in theory. So we've got one stingray. Hooray! And it's almost midnight. I might be able to catch one more before I need to retire home, but not too difficult, I don't think. We'll soon see. Let's see. Well, 10 past 12. We've still got an opportunity to return to the farm. This fish is going to be an absolute git to catch, isn't it? Oh, no. Ooh, I nearly lost it there. I think I'm going to lose it, though. Yeah, there we go. Kind of saw that one going. Yeah, c'est la vie. Oh, well. Right. It's 12:30. We should probably head back home and err on the side of caution. Because we don't really want to... Well... run out of those. And of course, like an idiot, I've decided to get the boat back rather than going back to the farmhouse and teleporting. Which, yeah, that would have been a bit more sensible, but it shouldn't be too bad. We'll zoom over and it'll be fine. Let's see. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Oh, fiddlesticks and bunkum. Nearly there. It's only 1:30, so it's fine. It's not the end of the world. And, yeah. Now, one of the things for that slight skip there is because of my own idiocy. And I will freely admit to this. When I was harvesting the kegs, I was trying to put fruit into one of the kegs. Which, you know, quite normal, quite reasonable. Unfortunately, I managed to accidentally skip and place a mega bomb. And it destroyed 60 kegs with the explosion. So, in my frustration, I might have just backed to the main menu and reloaded the day. Because, no. Also, no. I'm not having that happen. It's the, I don't claim to be a clever man, but that hurt. Like, it hurt a lot. So, yes, I'm annoyed about that. And hopefully that doesn't flipping happen again. It's just very, very annoying. Ah, well. Right, so... let us harvest everything we have here. So we've got a bunch of stuff there. We've got some magma geodes. And of course I've built some more solar panels, so which is good. And I do enjoy having the solar panels now, because that means after a couple of days of being in the sun, I get a battery pack, which again, I can use for the sprinkler systems, or I can just sell them. So there's a couple of options. And there's not much else that really I can use the battery packs for. But that's, I'm just trying to think of if there is anything that sort of comes to mind, really. That's frustrating. I can't think of anything. Well, I'll have to have a quick think. Let's see. Well, we'll grab the corn, because that's good. We need that. Got some pumpkins. Again, I'm not going to replant anything in their stead, because there's no point. I'll attach the bait to the hook. Scythe that down because it's there and it's annoying me. Probably should cut down that random tree at some point, because I don't really need it. There we go. Begone tree. There we go. Good old bit of corn. Got some more pumpkins. Now, the debate is whether the pumpkins themselves will be, well, to be fair, either preserving them into like pickled pumpkin, or turning them into pumpkin juice. Both are good. I think it's slightly faster in the pickling jar, because I think it's like 5 days for the juice and 4 days for pickling. So I also do need to make more pickling jars, but of course for each one I need 8 coal. And that's the biggest thing, is the fact that it requires 8 coal to do is quite annoying. I think reasonably understandable with that, because yeah, that's real frustrating. But oh well. Yeah. Oh well. So we'll pop some of the fruit away, because yep, that's what we need to do. And then what next? Do I hold on to the fruit and pop that in to be turned into wine? I mean, banana wine sounds interesting, but I have heard of banana being used to make spirits because of its kind of high, what's the word? Sugar content, which, you know, is kind of interesting. But we'll see. Okay, so we're going to sell some of these that we don't need. Definitely can flog those. And we've got some more roe, which we can preserve as well. I should probably remove the pickling jars out of the house as well and put them in the other shed. Shouldn't be too much of a faff, though. Get that done. Okay, what else can we do? Okay. Well, we've got the geodes, so we're going to go back to go to see Clint and get him to smash them open, because yes, might as well. It's not really a bad idea to have Clint smashed open the geodes. Again, it saves coal, and also the geodes might provide coal, which again, as I've already mentioned, is going to be incredibly useful for turning into more preserving jars. Now, there we go. You've got some truffles there. We don't really need them so much. Well, they can turn them into truffle oil. That's easy enough. Now, the Grange display was an easy victory this year, methinks. Now, the next thing up is the Halloween one, which is going to be a little bit more, and well, it's frustrating because there's not really much anything to do there other than getting another golden pumpkin, which sells for a reasonable amount, but that's about it. I mean, there's no special crops that you can obtain. It's just Halloween-y. Which, to be fair, Halloween has never really been a big thing for me. I know, I think I might have mentioned it briefly last year during the last year's Harvest Festival. The Halloween Festival, Spirits, whatever. Because in the UK, at least, it's just, well, we don't really do trick-or-treating. That's just a very Americanized thing, so it seems just very peculiar to me. I mean, I can understand, like, if you've grown up with it, yeah, it must be great, but for me, it's just like, why are there children on my doorstep asking for sweets? Be gone. I don't want to interact with you. Because, no. It's one of those things, like, from having worked with kids for a while in the past, it's the negative opinions of a lot of men when it comes to kids, and it's one of the things that does, I will freely admit, rankle with me. It's one of the... It's a trait of toxic masculinity in a sense that I would consider, because you've got kids. Yeah, they're great. My God, kids are fantastic. I love them to bits. But I wouldn't want somebody to assume that anything is untoward just because I happen to be a man. But that's just that bit. So that's the most hilariously politically sided that I will ever get on this video thing, because this is not the time and place for that. This is a relaxing thing where people can listen to my voice as I talk nonsense for almost an hour. But one of the things that people have asked me to do recently in the after the pub quizzes that I've been doing has been to call them up late at night and read them a story, which that was a fun one. One of the students at the university had left that as a note I mean, it's quite amusing, I'll tell you that much. I guess I'm aware that my voice is nice to listen to. Not trying to blow my own horn. But one of the funniest things, though, was this last week where somebody had thought I was actually the Spiffing Brit. Now, of course, I do watch the Spiffing Brits videos. And the only consideration I can honestly, make to that is, yes, we're both British. I don't see it myself. I think I have a slightly deeper voice than he does. But I'm also not a video game exploiter so much. I kind of wish I was. It would be very funny if ever he and I did a collaboration. It'd be the most bizarre combination of high-skill video game exploiter versus peaceful gaming. I like to make silly things happen. Not quite sure how well that would go. But he does play a lot of games that I really enjoy, like Transport Tycoon. It's a kindred game because it was one of the games that I grew up with as a kid and I absolutely adore. I think it might have been maybe the third or fourth game I ever bought with my own pocket money. You know, a little fun little nostalgia thing there for you. There's a few nice little fun games, though, that I'm looking at the moment. So one of the things I've now fully purchased Luck Be a Landlord, because I only had the demo copy. I didn't realise I only did have the demo. So that's one that I will be doing a couple of quick videos of, and I'm actually debating streaming that on Twitch. Of course, I will be making a big announcement as to when that's going to be, and I have a few friends who are Twitch users themselves, and I should also probably start linking myself every time I appear on their Twitch streams and stuff, because I do occasionally pop up and play board games with one of my close friends, Lalione Cosplay, and that's really good fun because she gets a little bit annoyed with me because there are certain games that I always win and there are certain games that she always wins. So I don't think I've beaten her once at Ticket to Ride in real life. But we've played probably about 30 games, and so my losing streak against her is it's quite monumental, shall we say. But I really enjoy playing games with her and a couple of her other followers on Twitch. Because she and we go to cosplay conventions together. And I would love to do a Stardew Valley cosplay. But who? And how? Like, the only ones that I can honestly think of that would be really distinct and obvious enough would be somebody like Mr. Key. Because he's blue. And he's very distinctive. The trouble would be is, how would I do it? I've not actually looked up cosplays of them, but I think the other thing would be is if you went with a large enough group, it would be good because then you could have a lot of people of all of the, like you could go as all the bachelorettes or all the bachelors, and that'd be kind of cute. I could probably do a half decent Sebastian. I've got a black wig, but anyway. Righty, so I'm going to make a little bit of food here just so I can then sell that, because there are, of course, still some food that I haven't actually done yet. But, you know, the better the better. Sooner the better. That's the big thing. Now, let's see. Let's see. Well, let's sell those. We don't need those. We also don't need these random stones because that's pointless. That's annoying. Okay, well, let's pop the... Do I want to put the... Do I want to put the row in the shed with all of them? What's the word? Here we go. So this is where I managed to blow everything up. Hence why you might notice that I've taken the bombs out of my inventory entirely. Because, yeah, no, I did not want to deal with accidentally exploding all of these. Because that was a lot of work and a lot of effort. Yes, theoretically I could remake them, but I'm not dealing with that. Thank you very much. But, you know, wine production and juice production is a go-go, which is fantastic stuff. And we've got lots more. We've got some melon wine. So we still need a couple more. So let's do a couple of pomegranate wines. That'd be nice. There we go. So that's all the wine on the go. Fab stuff. Everything's watered and ready. So what else can we do with the rest of the day? Well, I think I'm going to sell some of these wines. Because I might as well. The other ones are going to get put into the storage in the house, so I can put them near the, well, you know, dump them straight away into the aging casks when the opportunity arises. Now, one of the things that I haven't really done is aging any of the meads or ales yet, but I do know they are significantly faster than the wine. And it's the same with the cheeses. I've aged cheeses to iridium quality on this run so far. And these will be the first wines that will be coming up middle of the winter season, I think. Now, of course, you can notice I've got some fairy dust on my person. And that is because what I would like to do is put a bottle of wine into one of the kegs and fortify it to a silver level straight away, because that means I can just dump it straight in to the missing bundle, because I'd like to get the cinema finished before the fall, the end of fall. Maybe even if I can, I mean, I'll be not too upset if I don't quite get it done in time for the end of the season, but it'd be good. The sooner the better. Okay, so we've got that wine sorted, replaced that with another one, and we've essentially just swapped it out. Yes, there is a theoretical possibility that it was partway to becoming gold, but, well, I'll live. So, we've got that. We need a prismatic shard. That's good. We still haven't got any of the sturgeon roe yet, so the caviar. But then again, we've got the sturgeon roe ready, we just haven't got the caviar itself. Not too much of a faff, though. Because, again, that'll take a few days to be ready. But we'll go and deposit this, because that would be sensible, methinks. And then head on back over, because there's not really much else to do today. Wednesday should be an easy day this week in the game. Because I can't think of much that needs doing, to be fair. Right, missing bundles. So we'll pop this here. And we'll pop this here. So I think it's just that the caviar is just way easier than 5 ancient fruit. Which, to be fair, I would much rather use into turning into a... what's the word? Into more seeds to grow more ancient fruit. Because, yes. Okay, Caroline wants a pumpkin. I'm sure I've got some pumpkins lying around. So I can gift her one. That's not a problem. And again, that'll help reinforce the friendship, which is easy. And as I said, that is something I would very much like to improve my friendship quality with people, as I haven't quite got that to where I'd like it to be, I think is the easiest way of putting it. Okay, let's just double check. I think I've got... there should be one in here. There we go. So let's just get basic pumpkin. Now, do I nip straight back over to Pierre's and go and visit Caroline? I might as well try. She might be just wandering around the house rather than in bed. It's only 20 to 9. Seems reasonably reasonable to do so. Let's give it a go. Okay, Caroline, we're going to quickly come into your house and gift you a pumpkin at 9 at night. Yeah. Late night pumpkin delivery. Oh, okay, Abigail. You want to show me something? What do you want to show me? A spirit board. Oh, it's the Ouija board thing. Ah, okay. I'd forgotten how silly but fun this is. It is indeed moving. We can definitely see. Oh, you heart. Wall. Oh my goodness. Now, I've never played as a character with a really, really short name before. I wonder if you have like a 3-letter name, if it actually just spells your entire name out. And I wonder if that changes that. I might have to try that as a curiosity. Just essentially create I want to see what happens if you do these circumstances. Curiosity did kill the cat. Ah, there's Caroline. Quickly, ambush with pumpkin. Now, I wanted to double check that I was giving it to the right person because I'd forgotten who Caroline was. Because I'm a moron. Righty, so there we go. So got just nearly 1,000 for a pumpkin. I can live with that. It's definitely worth it. Okay, so now I'm going to head back to the farm. So what I will do is I'll start my goodbye and good nighting because we are rolling up to the end here. So if you've enjoyed watching me and listening to me chat random nonsense, please do give me a like. I do read all your comments. I know I don't get that many yet, but, you know, I do read them all, and I do pay attention, and I do like to comment and respond to anyone who does leave one. So if you know of anyone who you'd like to share this madness with, or if you have any ideas on what you'd like me to do, please share with friends and leave me a message. I'm always happy to take your input on board. Because, yeah, why not? Listen to your fan base. It's way funnier that way. But I will bid you all a fond farewell, and thank you very much for tuning in. Until the next time, the Walrus plays Stardew Valley.